Everyone, welcome to Sapna Master IELTS. As you can see, there are 15 words which I am going to tell you in this video, and yes, it is going to be a good vocabulary list which you can write down in your writing task to every essay. कोई भी essay लीजिए and start writing, you will definitely score good band. So let's begin with the first point, that is nowadays. Nowadays so we cannot start our topic, but yes, we can use it in between. We can write in between our introduction. As you can see, nowadays many students are aspiring to study abroad. In the same way, you can write this much. Moving on to the next word, that is the word second word is I would agree that. Yes, it is similar to, in my opinion, according to my perspective, in my perspective, what I believe, right? So we can use I would agree that. Yeah, here some people believe this, however I would argue, I would assert, I would agree. You can write anything. Moving to the third word, that is in spite of. It is used when we can write although. So although ke jagah pe we can also use in spite of. In spite of higher fee structure, youngsters still opt to study abroad, right? Moving on to the next one, that is the fourth one, for instance. Instead example लिखने के लिए हम use करते हैं for instance. There are so many words that we give in the classes, also in our online classes. So there are many reasons behind stress. For instance, there could be many reasons, yeah, ground reasons, predominant reasons behind this going issue. So what could be that? For instance, we'll talk about that. Next one is by contrast, very important word. It is used in case of however. We cannot repeat the word. We cannot repeat such words in our writing task too in any essay. So instead of repeating, we can use different words. However, अगर दोबारा लिखना पड़े, you can see in USA, young students will pay $5,000 per year. By contrast, American students are fully aided by the government. Moving on to the next one, that is as a result of, means as a consequence, means therefore, means thus. So as a result of increased corruption, youngsters are not able to find the job according to their qualification. Because of किसकी वजह से है, तो therefore we have to start our sentence. This is a concluding sentence and it is used in body paragraphs also. Then next one is ensure. It is like I am making sure that I'll score good band. So youngsters should ensure that they have good comm skills in order to crack IELTS exam. Youngsters should ensure that they are proficient in English to crack their IELTS exam, right? So we have to write like that. Moving on to the next point, that is enable. Enable is, are you able to do it? So getting a scholarship can enable youngsters under the poverty line to study abroad. If they get the scholarship, they'll be able to go to study abroad. The same way it is written over here. Moving on to the next one, that is hence. Hence is also similar to therefore, as we have done earlier. We can write like this: tuition fee has quadrupled. Quadruple means 4 times बढ़ गई है in the last few decades. Hence, many youngsters have decided to work after finishing high school. Just make sure that it is connected. It is in connection. Otherwise, आपके bands कट सकते हैं guys, अगर connection में नहीं use किया तो. Next word is lack. Lack means scarcity. Lack means dearth. Many youngsters lack funds to afford expensive graduate studies in abroad. Now there is a difference in lack, dearth and scarcity. हर एक synonym हर जगह यूज नहीं हो सकता है. We have to be appropriate. हमें apt word यूज करना है, तभी बैंड्स आएंगे, अदरवाइज इसके वर्ड्स लिखने का कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Invaluable, which is indispensable, which is indispensable is something different. Invaluable, which has a lot of importance and a value in your life, that is very valuable. So avoid the word very. Instead of that, we have written invaluable. The exposure that students gain after finishing high school is invaluable. Next one is the word which is paramount. Paramount, which is of high importance, which is really utmost important है हमारे लिए. So education is paramount to the successful career. Next, do we have any Yes, the next one is significant. Significant, which is in large amount. A significant proportion of women cannot study abroad due to family constraints. A significant proportion of men are facing या फिर are under the unemployment. Right? We have to do something. We can use this in writing task 1 as well. Next one is if, very important, really important. If the government takes proactive steps, more young people will be able to get appropriate jobs in time. So this is a conditional sentence which is really important in our writing task too. Make sure that you use all these words. And yes, thank you so much that you have been watching and you have noted down all these words. I hope so. Just hit the notification bell so that do not miss any kind of updates, and subscribe to the channel. You can also join us on Instagram and Facebook and Telegram also, that is on the same name. And I hope you are sharing the videos with the other students. Chaliye, we'll see you in another video very soon. Take care everyone. Goodbye.